Before we get started with my video of solid bags, here's a load that I tied earlier that I tied really quickly when I was at the bank, and when I was filming this video I managed to catch this fish called Houdini on the solid bag mix exactly as I'm going to show you. 19 pounds 15 ounces, one shy of the 20 on one of these exact solid bags, exactly how I'm going to show you. Cast over to a far margin, bang on a clear spot, 10 minutes later an almost £20 fish out. Here's the video, hope you enjoy it.
Hi, I'm the Casual Carper, and today's quick video I'm going to show you how to tie a really simple solid bag. This is for beginners, people who've never tied solid bags before, who want to get them better. Try and give you a couple of edges as well as to how to make them a little bit more attractive there. There's a couple I've already tied, so what you're going to need today is I've got this solid bag stem, which is from Aptus Tackle. Aptus Tackle are a company I use who do all your terminal tackle bits without any single-use plastic, which is something I'm really big about, so use them a lot. And then we have a German rig, about 4 inches is about right for a solid bag. And then I've got some Dura bags, solid PVA bags, again from Aptus Tackle, supplied in biodegradable packaging with no plastic packaging in any of their products. I'll sing this. So there's my solid bag. So what I'm going to be using today to tie these type of bags is this, which is a combination of Turner baits, 4mm maple pellets and their stick mix. If you're first to tying solid bags, smaller pellets are easy to do them. Try and get them right if you're learning at first. Try and get them right nice and tight, and then increase your pellet sizes and play around with what you're putting in them. I sometimes use broken boilies, boilichrome, liquids, all kinds of different bits you can put in them and play around. But if you're doing your first solid bag, 2mm pellet, 4mm pellet is about perfect. Now I will do my best to show you how I'm doing it. It is recording and I'm a bit fingers and thumbs, so you may need to bear with me on this. But first thing we do is take the loop of our German rig and the loop of our solid bag stem. You can get these with quick chain swivels on the bottom, but these no bother to me. And we just hook that back over the hook, and pull that back through. For my hook bait of choice, I am going to be using a Turner Baits, one of these maple nut wafters, dumbbells. I really like dumbbell wafters. You'll see I use them a lot in my fishing. Don't really like round baits. If I'm fishing boilies, fair enough for that kind of water, but in general I find a dumbbell works better than a round bait. And if I'm using boilies, I generally trim them on the wafters. I generally trim them to be a barrel shape, so these just speed it up. I've caught loads of fish on these since started using them. It is matching the same flavour as the pellets. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to screw that into a bait screw. So my German, and then the next step will be to put it in the bag and start loading it up. So my next job is just to take my bag, drop my hook bait in it, get it down into that bottom corner, so let me show you, and get that line going across there. And then I want to hold the stem at the side of the bag. You can do this in the middle, there's various different ways, it's just the way I do it. Then all I've got to do is scoop my mix. So in this box I've got my pellets and my stick mix ready mixed like that. You should be able to see the pellets, but plenty of stick mix as well. So just loading that in. So it's 4mm maple pellets, 4mm now. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of this in. This is called Milk E. It comes from Turner Baits, like a milk protein powder. Absolutely stinks like milk. Absolutely incredible, really creamy, really adds a nice edge. If you're looking for a bit of an edge to your bags to make them even more potent, check out the Milk Key from Turner Baits. Really good stuff. Sorry, this bit of the video is really dull because it's just me putting stuff in a bag. Right, so I've got my bag there, about full, like that. You can see the stick mix, when you put it in this way, the stick mix always seems to go to one side, so just bear that in mind and I'll show you how to sort that out. Next thing you're going to need is an inline lead, which I'm using a pear-shaped, again from Aptus Tackle. I'm just going to drop that in the top. Do this so you can see it on the camera properly. Just push it in so it's sitting in like that in the top. Then all I want to do here is add got 2 more scoops. So I can see the stem and the weight's just about covered. At this point, a little bit more of the milky powder. A couple of touches of that. And effectively what I want to do here now, I'm just going to move position. So I'll start banging it. So you don't need to tighten it just yet because of the stuff. If you see, I've got this side that's mainly pellet, this side that's mainly stick. So all I've got to do is a couple of twists there at the top. And then just bang it. Take the side that's got more stick mix. Just keep tapping that and you'll see, works its way around and fills the bag nicely. Just like that. So you should get to a point where your pellets are all covered with stick mix. That's a bit more there. Here we go. Going a bit more that way. The more you bang it, the more it moves it around, the more it spreads it, the tighter your bag ends up like that. So the next job is to tighten it up and tie it up. So for this, I'm going to use a run of PVA tape to tie my top up. Again, still really easy. PVA tape, mate, you can cut the top of the bag off, depending on the size of your bag works. PVA tape makes it really easy. What you want to do here is get a nice big twist, nice and tight like that, and then twist and almost push as you're twisting. And then I usually do this on my knee rather than on a thing, so just move it away. You know, just keep banging it lightly against your knee whilst twisting, moving it down to make sure you get that absolutely as tight as you can. There we go. And then I take my PVA tape, I wrap it round once like that. I'm going to hold it between 2 fingers on this side, and I'm going to just whip it as tight as I can around the bottom there, and then simple double knot in that. The advantage here of the PVA stems is they're really firm, so rather than the ones where you do it where you're just going straight in line, the stem just gives you something hard to tie everything against and to twist everything against. So when you first tighten, you can make that really, really easy. So there we go, that's my bag done there. All I need to do now is cut, and again, stem makes a huge difference. So I know that I can just cut without worrying about cutting my line or anything like that. I know the stem's in there, so I can cut it, and usually I will cut up like this, then I'll fan the neck out like that. Just cut that off from around the neck. Get that nice and tight around the neck. So your stem, all you need there to hook that to your line is a figure-of-8 loop knot through there, hook it over and back. Easy as that. Well, that is a pretty good solid bag for your first solid bag. If you want to make it a bit more aerodynamic, just pull the corners. Makes them look better on Instagram as well. Pull your corners in like that, so you got a bit of give there. Let your finger on the underside of there, just fold that down like that. Same with the other side, just give it a little tug because it just frees a bit of the space up for you. So you can see there's a little bit of space there now. I've freed that up. Look it on the underneath and then just tag it down like that. Tag it down. So the last video was rudely interrupted by me catching another fish on the solid bag that I just showed you. Not the biggest, but we'll take that. That's a decent one to catch just as I'm about to pack up. But once you get in the habit of tying solid bags, I just tie when I'm starting the bank. Right, the next time I go to the bank, I know that I've got bag ready to go. Because there are some days when I get through 6, 7, 8, 10 bags, you just keep going. There's another example here, just an older one that I have from my winter campaign, which is a 2mm pellet. So that is the easiest. 2mm are definitely the easiest. Sorry, someone's chopping trees in the background. I needed to finish recording my video. So that's the same setup, but with a 2mm pellet, which is really easy to get nice tight bags. So these are just your medium-sized bags for Arctis tackle, nicely served on the corner. Hook that on, cast it off you go. Easy as that. Thank you for watching.